Hello everyone, Unplanned Talks Boxing here. Well, I might say Unplanned Talks Combat Sports, but I want to talk about. Well, I'll say in advance that I did not catch the Jesse Rodriguez versus Caffey fight. I did not catch that at all. I caught a glimpse of the KO. As you know, there's too many sports going at one time. I couldn't watch. I don't got three things to watch, three separate things, and also that's spoiling the enjoyment. Having to watch two things at once. I mean, that's just spoiling the enjoyment. Um. So but I was watching two things. I was watching the Barrios and Pacquiao card and the UFC. So I want to talk about the main event, Mario Barrios versus Manny Pacquiao. Decent fight, but really, you see that Pacquiao's aged in there. But I'd say about round six, round seven, you can just see Pacquiao came on strong, but like you could clearly see Barrios had probably chances are due to old age from Manny Pacquiao. Every time probably Mario hit him with a right hand or right hook, Manny felt it, but it's like Barrios didn't really step on the gas. Maybe I don't know if he because Mario Barrios knows a fight. Is he either he has it on the day or he doesn't have it. But I'm not too certain if he may have held back due to maybe not wanting to KO Pacquiao, which in all fairness, yeah, he's about 40 something years old. But I don't know his age, 46 I think he is. And it does he's just old for boxing standards. He's not George Foreman. Do you know what I mean? Where you got power, you're very well sized, and you looked after your health when you took about I think he took about 10 years off boxing, but I could be wrong. Um, But yeah, it was like a decent fight. It wasn't really the most tantalizing fight where you think, whoa, wow, I'm on the edge of my seat here. Um, I mean, to be honest with you, Pacquiao's left hand was just getting better. Like the timing was getting there. He weren't really on moving, from weird, he was throwing the left hand from weird angles, but he weren't throwing every single punch from weird angles because he's not the same guy. He's not the same guy as he was in 2022 and for Ugas. Nowhere near. See, there's a difference. Um, he looks smaller than Barrios, but just look at the structure of his head from the growth hormone. I think he was on growth hormone. How can one's head get bigger throughout what their career, like Canelo even, but who cares? But yeah, I just thought it was a decent fight, weren't the best. Then I was what the co-main event, Sebastian Fundora versus Tszyu. I gotta be honest with you, I wasn't able to catch much of it. Um, Tszyu apparently he just weren't there. It's like as if he was mentally defeated. I think was it about round 10, round 7? I can't remember, but I think the doctors just stopped the fight because he looked concussed. He did. He was looking concussed from about round 4, round 3. Um, he weren't really boxing Fundora. He was trying to just throw two big shots, then just walk forward. You know, it's quite unfortunate for Tszyu, man, because he was a good guy in that, man. He's got morals, but it's like I guess Backram's really shot his mental to pieces, man. It's so unfortunate, man. I think what he should do is he should take about a year off because I think he's really still young from Tszyu. Take a year off and just enjoy life or something, man. Stop being in the gym. I think that's what he needs to do. I think that's what he needs to do. Um, your mental shot the bit. I don't know. Maybe speak to a sports psychiatrist. I don't know. His defense looked right though, in all fairness, but Honduras just tooling along and he's punching down at you. Do you know what I mean? But I can't really give a full-on descriptive opinion on it because I can't remember and I wasn't able to catch all of it. But chance I'll probably see it on YouTube, a full fight of it on YouTube. I'll probably do a follow-up video about it. Another fight on the card was Gary Russell Jr. Gary Anton Russell's older brother. Yeah, he looked good, man. I think he hadn't fought in 2 years or something of the sort. He looked good, man. He still looked sharp. Because I think he's fighting at 135. Originally, I thought that he's still at 125, but he's got to be at 135. I think he's got to be at 135. I could always double check and, like I say, always post images, but it takes time to edit, man. You know what I mean? I'm only doing it on the phone, so imagine it burns my phone and it just takes long using CapCut, but regardless. He looked good. I know he's against pretty much like a bin man, a heavy bag, but he still looked sharp and fast. But he better hope his defense hold himself up, man, when he you know what I mean, when he's in there against a decent level operator, because that's the only thing, the defense was quite shocking. Of course he's got good fundamentals, but his high guard is so high like a Muay Thai fighter. But he was getting hit to the body unnecessarily. Yeah, I mean, he still has fast hands. Yeah, I mean, and seems to carry his power decently well. But then again, the Mexican guy could have had a chin on him. So yeah, I don't really remember any ever finding Mario Barrios first thing card. Think about, I'm in the UK, man. You know what I mean? My sleep was horrid as it is. But I'm talking about the UFC now. I don't want to bother really talking about the undercard or whatever, because this is predominantly a boxing channel, but I do want to talk about the main event, Max Holloway vs Dustin Poirier, the third fight. It wasn't nothing to write home about. It was a good fight, obviously, but people say like great fight it was, but that's because you like both fighters, so there's nerves that make you think the fight's better than it was. Okay, that's why people think that, but Max Holloway's power carried through. I think he carried through better. I mean, he legit dropped that. I think he hurt Dustin in the first round. He hurt him during the end. Um, he definitely looked bigger. Like he's put on the size well. Probably did a bunch of compound movements, like squats. Probably did lat pull down or probably light deadlift, because I know probably while you deadlift heavy. I mean, if you're a fighter, unless you're doing it outside fight camp. Probably did. I don't know if Max Holloway does weight pull-ups. That's probably, I don't know. Probably does some sort of, push exercise, maybe like I wouldn't say bench press, maybe a resistant body push-ups or chest press. It doesn't matter, or a renegade row, I don't know. But the point is, Max definitely looked like he filled the size out at lightweight. Dustin, I'm not trying to be rude, but he's not. He's definitely not as fast and unorthodox as he was 2019 when he fought Max. You can see the difference. But guys, again, Dustin Poirier's about, what was it, about 29, 30 odd? It was about 30, wasn't he? 31. He's 36 now, so of course you're not going to keep the same explosivity. Dustin Poirier has power though, you know what I mean? His hands are like cement. So you can clearly see his power got through to Max. He hurt him in the second round. I don't know why people give it to Dustin just based on that. Max legit landed more significant strikes and hurt him. You know what I mean? But he landed more significant strikes. Just because Dustin hurt him and got a guillotine, and the commentary was ultra biased towards Dustin. I guess his final fight does not indicate that Dustin would have won that. I just need to reiterate that. I mean, Max just showed good combination selection. Dustin Poirier came out how he usually does, plods forward. He's right-handed southpaw, so he tries to get the jab off, and he knows his jabs. I mean, you can argue Dustin Poirier hits hard with both hands. His right hand ain't. It's not the big money punch. He hits just as hard as his left hand. That's what he hurt Dustin a bunch of times, landing the left hand. But yeah, that's what I think. Max won clearly 3-2. You could even give it 3-2 or 4-1 easily. Don't let the commentary persuade you. That's the problem. The commentary could persuade you about Barrios and Pacquiao, So Despite who do I think really won? Probably think Barrios did by a round or two, but I don't really care, innit? Do you know what I mean? I don't really care. I gotta be honest. I mean, I mean, if they try and do a rematch, then I'm not interested in it. But yeah, sounds like a bit of a ramble on video. That's usually how my videos are. Do you know what I mean? Besides the Eubank Jr. and Conor Ben, where I actually spend time editing. Yeah, that's a word. Editing. Yeah, editing and writing down notes, watching tons of fight tape. You know, even watching tons of fight tape and a Ben Whitaker and Liam Cameron fight. You know, um, I don't know, innit? There's no point really doing it because sometimes it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, watching all the fight tape in the world, it comes down to who wins on the night. But yeah, that's what I think, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Peace.